to sneak around. I know you're here. Why don't you stop hiding? Why don't you be bold and come out? We've got a lot more talking to do, you and me. There you are.
I'm in.
Smart suit. Not that I'm complaining.
Still covered? Have a look at this.
Hairdressers?
Mm-hmm.
You thinking of changing career? I can see it.
Funny. So this is a leasehold shop. It's a bit cramped, but doable. Could be the next Granger Clinic. Huh? Double the premises, double the profit.
What do you think there's the business?
Well, you know what? This is what Frank's taught me. You know, you put the word out there, and the work is there. We got a fantastic brand, very expandable. Sky's the limit.
Go for it.
You think?
So, how are you doing? Feeling any better?
Ah, you're right. It is today. How did I miss that? Just got to go upstairs to change my top for something smarter.
How are you this morning?
Fine.
Not up late drowning our sorrows?
No.
So you're all right then? Oh. Just I felt awful beating you like that. I mean, I know it was only by one vote, but it doesn't seem right. You being a doctor and everything. I mean, I would have voted for you if I was a punter because you were brilliant. As it was, because I was standing, I voted for myself. Because that's what people do, I think.
Yeah, well, wait.
That must have been the vote that made all the difference.
Interesting thought. Excuse me.
Hello. Oh, hello. You all right?
I'm fine.
I was ever so sorry to hear about Mick.
Well, we knew it was coming.
Yeah, I know, but it's still always a shock.
He was in here, wasn't he? The other week?
That's right. I brought him in.
Yeah, I remember he was very lively. He's chatting away.
I know. His blood count was up then and he was feeling quite good. Then suddenly he was back in hospital. It was his kidneys in the end.
I'm so sorry.
Like I say, I'm fine.
Morning. Fancy a cup? Got some coarse ground Colombian.
Nope.
Okay. Tastes much better through the cafetiere. Slower extraction. You really taste the difference. Just fancy a bit of a change, you know?
Fascinating.
Things could have panned out very different if only she'd just had a few more votes.
Well, that's the trouble with democracy, isn't it? It's not fair.
Might nip down the mill after my shift. Wouldn't mind checking she's okay.
That's a good idea.
Thanks for the tea. Appreciate it.
How's Sophia coping?
Okay, I think.
It's just that, she seems to be putting on a brave face, you know.
Yes, she is.
But
Actually, to be honest, she's been acting a bit weird.
what sort of weird?
Well, I don't know. I mean, as you know, we're good friends. We live next door to each other. But I've got to make excuses now to pop round.
Well, that's kind.
Yeah, but the thing is, she's keeping me at bay a little bit.
Well, some people do, don't they? I mean, it's the way of dealing with it. Maybe she just wants to be on her own. You kind of understand it.
Yeah. But today, I got into her kitchen. It's in a terrible state.
Mine needs tidying.
No, it wasn't like that. I swear there were mouse droppings on the work surface. I didn't know what to do. Like I said, she's been really funny with me lately, so I just kept my mouth shut. But she's not right. She's not right at all.
Hi, Karen.
How can I help you?
I wanted to ask about Safia Jobson. Am I right in thinking that she's on your vulnerable patients list?
Yeah, it was a really good chat, which got me thinking that a longer chat was in order. Yeah. So, are you playing golf again today? You are? Great. Well, listen, why don't we meet in the restaurant afterwards and have a chat then? Okay, fantastic. Later suits me better as well. Should we say 3? Top man. See you then.
I will, yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. You too. Bye. Oh my gosh.
Don't tell me there's been a recount.
No, I've just been talking to the head of human resources at SOMAT.
Oh, they're still going?
Yeah, very much so.
Huh?
The managing director introduced himself to me last night after the count. Quite the charmer. Very, very impressed, apparently. I'm a natural.
Great.
Now what?
Gift of the gab. And that, combined with my in-depth knowledge of medical practices, it means that I am the perfect candidate. Pharmaceutical sales executive, West Midlands area.
Good package?
100%.
Good, because, you know, you got to watch these companies like Summit.
100% commission, plus mileage allowance.
Ah.
And apparently there's no cap on earnings whatsoever.
I'd think about that seriously if I were you.
Oh, yeah, no, I will, yeah. It's no rush. I said I'd let them know by lunchtime. It's an immediate start, you see.
Yeah, if I really would think about that before you...
I better get on.
So if you need anything at all, just ask. Let your friends help. We care about you.
Sure you do, Mary.
Oh, come on, Safia. I really don't think you should be on your own for too long.
You don't need to worry about that.
That nice? I am glad. Nice to have you back, too. It's a big tale. You know what? I'm glad you chose me. It's a bit of a sign, is it? Is that what you're telling me? Just because I've given you dinner doesn't mean to say you're forgiven, though. Not by a long shot.
So there's me, just an ordinary person in many ways. 1 minute, I'm standing on stage giving a speech to literally dozens of people, and then the next minute, the head of human resources is ringing me up to offer me an executive role. You couldn't make it up.
Well, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, I would check the company out before you make a decision.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, you hear about these companies offering. You are your own small business. And anyone who has a small business is on 100% commission, really, aren't they?
Yes, kind of.
Yeah, well, I know it's difficult for the 9-to-5 wage slave to understand. You sound like you don't want me to go.
No, absolutely. Well, we don't.
Oh, well, back to my 9-to-5 wage slavery.
Yes, and, well, I've got a 10.50, haven't I?
You have. Am I dropping the practice in it? I am, aren't I? Oh, dear. Howard's not going to be happy, is he?
Don't worry about Howard. It's your decision to make. Just make sure it's the right decision. But we will miss you if you go.
Really? Thanks, Heston. I appreciate that.
I remember when I first clapped eyes on you. There were girls before you. Of course there were. But then, bam. When I saw you out in the garden, hanging your washing up, I thought, look at that. She's the one.
Mick, how could you? How could you?
Sky's the limit, Ashley. I am on the runway. I'm about to jump from the high board. Wish me luck.
Hi, Safia.
Hello.
Hi. I was speaking with Dr. Reed earlier, and she just asked me to drop by and see how you're doing.
I'm fine.
Something like this, you're not going to get over it overnight. Nobody would. Thank you.
Today,
I know quality staff are hard to come by, but I'm afraid this is a headhunting situation, so normal rules don't apply. All I can do is apologise.
Well, there is no need, actually. You've probably done us a favour because we were slightly overstaffed.
Like I say, I'm sorry.
As I say, it probably works out quite well because your contract was...
I'm really, really sorry I've left you short-staffed.
You haven't. Your contract was due to expire next week.
I mean,
anyway.
the last thing I wanted to do was to throw the practice into turmoil. But as you can imagine, an executive position is hard to turn down.
Quite.
So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get up to the university, thank Barry officially for his role as campaign assistant, and tell him the good news.
Fine. Oh, we'll be able to pop them in the post box on the way, unless you've already left us.
No, not till 6. Fair's fair.
Well, good luck out there in the corporate world, Valerie. Bonkers.
I keep meaning to tidy up, but then somehow I just sit there instead and time passes.
It'll get better, that's what everybody says, isn't it? But actually, I think, the first few weeks are so hard. You must miss him so much.
Not really missing him.
Well, you know, after you've spent all that time together, you're used to having him around.
Thing is, when he really knew how bad it was, that it was terminal, he actually became quite spiritual.
I can understand that.
He looked into all kinds of beliefs, and there was one that really called out to him, and he began to believe quite strongly in reincarnation. Apparently, what I hadn't realised is that's the basis of so many religions. And like Mick says, it makes sense too. Even the science of it, that's what he liked about it, the never-ending cycle. He says, when you die, your cells don't disappear, they just come back as part of something else. And I have to admit, he made a very good case for it. Of course. Our old life, the one where we were together, seems like a dream now. It was so close you could almost touch it. But it's gone now. You can't get it back. Instead, there's this new reality you never dreamed could happen. He's come back as a rat, Karen. He just waltzed in as bold as brass. Actually, I can't admit I'm not surprised.
A rat?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Is it?
Yeah. Listen to this.
We always knew, didn't we, come to think of it? Just the little things. The times we'd share a secret smile in my kitchen. Nobody knew. My fair maiden from next door. My marvellous Mary, with your magnificent breasts.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Marvellous Mary. I've got a file full of them. Messages he must have emailed when he got too sick to sneak round. Some of them were quite lustful.
Valerie around?
No, you just missed her.
Typical. Where's she gone then?
I'm not sure. Probably to buy a bottle of bubbly to celebrate.
Hardly a day for celebration, if you've been following the local elections.
No, quite. But actually, I was talking about her new job.
Has she been promoted? Oh, now that's the best news I've heard all day.
No. She's leaving us.
What?
Yeah, to pastures new.
When?
Today, I think. She's ever so excited.
Just a little something to cheer her up. Sounds like she doesn't need cheering up now.
Well, you can wait for her if you like.
Just tell her I called in, please, and was sorry to miss her.
OK, will do.
But I hope she has a good life.
I found the messages about a week after he died. Expect he was going to delete them. But then suddenly he was rushed into hospital and that was it. He's probably feeling quite guilty about it now. I'm sure that's what he's trying to tell me. I mean, he came here, you see, instead of next door. He's trying to say sorry, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Well, that's why I've been letting him in. That was the hard thing, finding out after he'd gone. I mean, we'd had our ups and downs before, but we'd always sorted them out. It was a relief, at least, you see, having the chance, talking it all through with him.
You spoken to Mary?
Oh, I couldn't. She's as guilty as sin, too. That's why she's round here all the time, making me cups of tea every 5 minutes.
It's not going to be easy, but maybe you need to talk it through at some point.
Gary, good to see you. Drink.
Whatever you're having.
Yeah?
So, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Well, an important bit of business.
Really?
How do I get rid of that slice on my drive?
Well, yes, I can help you with that, as long as you tell me how to stop hooking mine.
There. He used to sell some of those. You can have one if you like. Still got a box full up in the loft. I remember when he set up by himself, I said, Mick, are you sure about this? And he said, Saf, you just have to trust me and it'll all be fine.
Yeah, well, he was right, wasn't he?
No, that business went under after 2 years. Mind you, he managed to walk away smelling of roses. He always did. Nearly always. He always got what he wanted, did Mick. If it has ears, it will do what I say.
Yeah, he did have a way with words. Such a way.
Didn't he? And on that note,
I think I might just nip to the bathroom.
Well, what's she got to cry about?
Maybe she misses him too.
I swear the hole on the 13th is smaller than all the others.
No, I think you're right. I think it moves as well.
Thank you.
So come on. You're not buying me lunch so we can sit here and talk about golf all day, are you?
No, I'm not. I want to talk about the Granger Clinic, or more to the point, clinics.
Expanding?
Yes, I am.
Well, as you know, it's not really my field right now.
No, I'm specialising and you're doing the opposite.
Mm-hmm. You mean with the super clinic? You're exactly right. And for anyone with the slightest vision, a very healthy business to be involved in.
You've killed him.
But it was creeping towards me. I thought it was going to go up my leg.
I bet you did. Mick. Oh, my Mick.
Oh, Safia, please.
See, the thing is, Mary...
Look, Mick's gone, and you've got to accept that.
He's gone because you killed him. Twice you've taken him from me.
I don't understand.
Were you jealous that he came back to me? Is that it? Well, you wanted to shut him up, didn't you? Well, you can't.
What do you mean?
Mick will never shut up. In fact, he'll never stop talking.
Oh, yeah. Such good times, my late flowering love. Just a pity I didn't notice you earlier, isn't it?
No.
Don't pretend it didn't happen. Everything Mick said to me these last months, lies. All I had was memories and you wrecked them.
So sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
How could you do this to me?
I should never have listened to him when he said you wouldn't mind.
But what?
Well, you'd understand with time being so short and the physical side of things between you gone.
Gone? Rubbish.
But he said that when he became ill, You stop.
I never loved him more, and in bed too.
Bigger is better. It's a simple enough concept. But some people still can't seem to get their heads around it.
Well, maybe because the jury's still out on that one.
Why?
Well, for one, bigger means fewer.
Exactly, that's good too.
Unless you're on the edge of a new big catchment, travelling further's not great for patients.
We should get an appointment.
With who? Any one of a dozen GPs? Where's the patient-doctor relationship there?
Ah, the village doctor. It's a quaint idea, but this is the 21st century. Times have changed. You know, we have a whole mobile urban demographic. We have to be sure that we can handle the demand. You know, from a business point of view, we've got to move quick.
From a business point of view, it all sounds very tempting. But I met Zara at the mill. I have history there. It runs deep.
You see, that is a totally different thing. If you want to be sentimental, Daniel, that's up to you. But, you know, I'm offering you a big, fat opportunity here. You've got to move quickly on this. I'm not going to stand there and hold the door open for you forever.
I haven't even got a headstone. Well, I've got this. Oh. Mick, there's so much I want to. Would you mind saying a few words? Mick was a character. He was a charmer. Here lies a rat. I'm sorry, Safia. It sounds harsh, but he manipulated you, both of you. You know, he got what he wanted and left the pair of you to fight it out after he'd gone.
Exactly.
When I found those messages, just for a moment, I thought he'd left them for me. How beautiful.
I'm so sorry.
What are you doing here? Why didn't you leave me alone? I'm gonna put the kettle on.
It is with great sadness that I say goodbye to my many friends and colleagues. I've had a great time, and I love you all. Some more than others, obviously. But I'm sure you'll understand I couldn't take being headhunted lying down. So as soon as tomorrow, I'm going to be in my new role as purveyor of medicines designed to fight disease and symptoms in healthcare at attractive prices. I'm not joking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So for now, it's time to raise a glass to...
To Valerie.
To Valerie.
Makes the old practice model look a little bit Mickey Mouse, doesn't it? Go on. You can admit it.
It's impressive.
And you see how you just plug straight into the structure? You see that? Yeah. And, you know, all those benefits, all that free footfall coming your way. And it's twice the expansion that you were looking for, half the risk. Financially, a no-brainer. Or you can stay at the mill, you can try to build the Granger Clinic off your own back, and you have another little shop on the high street, and a receptionist, she's sitting there filing her nails, and, you know, whatever. That's what floats your boat. That's fine.
No. I'm in.
What about Zara? Is she going to be a problem?
She'll come too.
Really?
She's the same as me. When it comes down to it, business comes first.
Great. All right, great. Can we get a couple of brandies here, please?
Well, it's a shame that Neve couldn't come.
And Howard, practice manager.
Well, all's fair in love and war.
Absolutely. Even local politics.
No hard feelings.
None.
Valerie?
Brought you this. To Michael for yesterday.
Needs plenty of light, and you want to water it from the bottom up.
Really?
Just stand it on the plate and pour water on that. That's what I'd do, if it was mine. I've heard about the job. Great stuff, result. You're moving on up, leaving us behind.
Executive sales, West Midlands.
You deserve it. Well, it's been great working with you. So,
Oh, dear.
Sorry, that's...
No, it's my fault, because I thought you were going to...
No, I was just...
Oh, dear.
Barry.
Gotta go.
I'm going to miss this place. Good morning.
But work and washing and we...
Go away! I will never let you in!
That man is trying to destroy my practice. I don't care what his motives are, and neither should you. We need to destroy him.
Isabel Baldwin, I need to speak to you.
Get out! Get out! Get out of my house!
You've only got one option.
What's that?
Beg.
How are you going to justify forcing entry and terrorising a woman in her own home?
Helped by a nun who loves detective novels.